Hey, Amy, it's James. Today's the big day. All your family wanted me to reach out and congratulate you on your book, Mina and the Undead, coming out, and you being able to give your gift to the world. It's a big day. Um, I know it may be a little nerve-wracking today. I have many times created something and then let it out into the wild and just kind of see if people respond to it. I think that the act of making art of any kind really is really the act of an artist kind of checking to see if they're alone. I know that sounds weird, but uh, like, this is the way I see the world. This is what I think is funny. This is what I think is interesting. And an artist is able to make an artifact that reflects that worldview or that experience, whether that's a piece of sculpture or a book or a song or a TV show. Uh, and it's our best attempt to communicate beautifully what we think and how we see things. And then we let that out into the world. And if the response is good, we feel like, oh, other people see it that way too, and I'm not alone. And it's happened both ways for me. I've let things out into the world that had a great response, and I've let things out into the world, and it was just crickets, man. Uh, God, I remember when I directed my first play, the reaction was uniformly terrible. Like, the reviews were like, what is James Marsters thinking that he's a director? He should really wake up and realize he has no business directing theater. I have had, oh my God. I was in a play one time, Beaumarchais' Marriage of Figaro. And it's supposed to be a funny play, but we didn't get one laugh for 6 weeks. 9 shows a week. We didn't get one laugh. It was, oh God, it was heart-racing. It was horrible. Um, and I've also been part of a lot of projects that got really great reactions, and I've been on both sides of it. Um, it is an act, I think, of supreme bravery and vulnerability uh, to do what you're doing. And I applaud you. I wanted to tell you, just in closing, one of the reasons that Buffy is an awesome show, if I haven't mentioned it before, one of the reasons that I respect the writing so much, beyond just its quality, is that the writers were coming up with their worst day. The day that they don't talk about with other people, the day that keeps them up at night, the day that they really hurt someone, or the day that they really got hurt. And then they slapped fangs on top of that secret, and then they told the world about it. And so it was a sustained act of bravery and vulnerability from the writers. Um, and I think that it keeps the show from being preachy. I think that, Buffy has an amazing theme, which is don't give up, I think. The world hurts, the world is challenging, but it's worth it. Keep going. But I think that that theme can be kind of preachy if it's done wrong. But the way they approached it kept it from being that. So it's not a show by some Hollywood people telling other people how to live their lives. It's really just human beings saying, hey man, this hurt. This sucked for me. Is there anyone else out there that went through something similar or sees it the same way? And it's kind of an interesting thing to do. If you ever rewatch Buffy, just ask yourself, what's the human experience that led to this episode? And sometimes it's really funny. Sometimes it's really scary. Sometimes it's really horrific what must have happened to the writer that they did not talk about. I mean, the writers would never tell you the exact, incidents that they were actually talking about. They're like, the script is enough. But anyway, good on you. You're a brave soul. And I hope that this one for you is one of those experiences where the world just erupts in praise for your good work. Go slay it, babe.